John Boy, tell me what it's like for you to work here, because we're seeing two things. We're seeing the wonderful generosity of the people who are making the donations and the volunteers who are giving their time and their love and their energy. But we're also seeing people arrive here in a terrible state. What's this experience been like?
When it first started, it was actually quite emotional to see babies come off the street, coming into the environment that we're in.
Babies.
Yeah, baby is 2 years old, 2 weeks old.
And where had those babies been sleeping, living? Where had they been?
Cars. That's where most of them they've been coming from, are staying in cars. And also TA's whānau been staying in their van.
So TA was the 11-year-old girl we spoke to on Checkpoint on Wednesday night.
Yes.
So she was living with her entire family in a van.
In a van.
And when they arrived, what did you think? I mean, did you have any idea that sort of thing was going on?
No, not really, but it's a crisis.
I am in one of the rooms here at Te Puea, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people sleeping in here. And it's warm and it's dry, and everything they have in the world is in this room. And much of what's in this room has been donated. And you feel like, wow, that's pretty tough. A family of 8 in one room and all their possessions in here with them. But before, they were living in a van and a car, which they would park adjacent to each other and move around so that they were never in the same place on consecutive nights just for their safety. Their youngest is 2 years old. And that's how they were living. So this is the most wonderful improvement. There's food, there's heat, there's light, there's warmth, there's running water, there's toilets, there's showers. So this is what's happening at Te Puea Marae. And this isn't TA's family that was also of 8, the 11-year-old girl we spoke to on Wednesday. This is another family in the same predicament.
This is our perception of homelessness 20, 30 years ago was the single person. It's not, it's families.
Do you think people understand that?
I don't think so, but this is why we're doing this kaupapa. We need to show that homelessness taps everybody. Some successful people have ended up homeless.
Children.
Our leaders of tomorrow.
And no matter what's gone on in their family, the children have never done anything wrong. They've
Absolutely.
never made bad choices.
Amen.
And
Absolutely, John. All we need is our babies to grow safe, be safe in a warm home, and be able to read. Like TA said, I want to read. I want to be able to read. And it's just shelter is just the basic need of a human being. Shelter.
John Boy, what's this room?
So we're in the clothing department, where all the luggage from our vehicles come straight into and get sorted. From here it goes into containers, and once the red room is all completed, then we'll start getting racks in and putting them on racks.
Now, for people listening on the radio, this room is completely full of clothes. And there are volunteers here working, including the Māori King's nephew is one of the volunteers. And so these clothes have all been donated, have they?
Yes, far as over America, been...
You're joking.
Yes, I'm not joking. They've been couriered from over there, from up north, South Island, Australia. Yeah.
Now, if you're listening on the radio, I've come into a room that is just full of thousands of loo rolls and tissue boxes and shampoos and washes and nappies and all kinds of things. Toothpaste, and I'm standing beside Auntie Mary, who is... Are you volunteering?
Yes, I'm volunteering.
Where are you from?
Well, originally born and bred in Taumaranui, but I've just come from Point England. I come here usually every other day just to help. Yeah.
Have you ever been in desperate circumstances yourself, Mary?
Yes, definitely have. So you can understand, so that's why I'm here, just to awhi, support them. There's so many people, needy people out there. But yes, definitely.
What's it like when you feel like there's nowhere to turn and you've run out of money and there's nowhere to go? What does that feel like?
Oh, you get into a duress kind of situation where you just want to, you've come to a brick wall, you just don't know what to do, but cry.
Cry?
Yeah, because there's nowhere else to go, you try all these other options. It's just a beautiful feeling knowing that Te Puea has opened up to actually the whole community, everybody that's in desperate need, and there's a lot out there, not just the homeless. Some of them are have got about 20 staying in their own homes now that are just as desperate. So, yeah.
Look at you smile.
It's just awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not awesome that we need it,
No,
but
it
the
isn't.
response is awesome,
Oh,
isn't it?
yes, just everybody, I just couldn't get over coming in here. It's just so chocker. All the beautiful people out there that are helping the homeless, helping everybody. Kiwis, that's us Kiwis.
John Boy, I wish our listeners could see this, because we are in a room now. We've come into the pantry, I guess, and it is completely full of food. And where has the food come from?
So majority of the food have come from people just wanting to drop stuff off. We Pack and Save Countdown has donated pallets to support the people that need these sort of food. Yeah.
And just volunteers, just Aucklanders turning up in their cars?
Yes, volunteers even dropping them off. Our own whānaus are baking, and it's really awesome to what sort of response we get from the community. It's just overwhelming.
What are you doing? What's your work? Are you running the Facebook page?
I am.
Am I in the social media department?
Yes. It sure is. I'm going, okay, what do you need, Liz? This is what I need. Radio, when? Last week. Okay. You don't ask, darling, you don't get.
What's your name?
My name's Tanya.
Nice to meet you, Tanya. So are you a collection person here, Tanya? When the food is dropped off, people come down the driveway we're standing at the end of, and do you sort of take it out and pass it on?
Yep, I do. And we sort it so that it goes to the right departments.
And what's been arriving?
Food and bedding, clothing, baked food, soups.
Old-fashioned homemade baking.
Yes, like everything. It's just, we have people that from catering businesses like drop off stuff as well. Like they'll drop off spit roast and stuff like that. Yesterday we had a guy come in, they had a meeting at their job, and then he dropped off the rest of their food, and it was like salads and roast pork, buns. So all that kai comes out to our whānau out here.
We shouldn't need this, should we? We shouldn't need to be doing this, but the fact that people are responding so wonderfully is a great thing, isn't it?
Yep, it is. And yeah, no, we shouldn't be doing this, but we have to, for now, look after our whānau.
Auntie Lydia, I thought I would find this experience today really sad, but I found it really moving and uplifting and wonderful. Why is that?
It's because the heartbeat of the marae, Te Puea's heartbeat, is beating strong. It's guiding us. The whānau that are coming in are teaching us as well. They're teaching the volunteers and people like myself how life is out there. That's what the whānau are doing.
How is life out there? How is life for the people who are turning up here?
It's tough. It's tough. We've got families, we've got single people, and they all have the same underlining story, that all they want to have is a safe home so that they can breathe. They've come here and now they can actually sit back and breathe. They're breathing deep, their hearts are beating. I have one of our men that came in, I said to him, if you could sum it up, how would you sum it up? And with his arthritic hands, he said to me, I came in a closed flower, I left a blooming flower.
This is the best of New Zealand and the saddest of New Zealand all at once, isn't it, in a way?
Yeah, it is sad, but also there's always a good end to it, and that's happiness. Yeah.